Well, hey, good morning. This is, or good afternoon, whenever time you're seeing this. Anyways, what we're doing is a two-parter today, all right? What I'm showing now is I'm showing what what the testers part is doing. And of course, you've got Yay B&B. It used to be, Airbnb, but they changed it. They were just having some fun for a couple. What they're saying is, what happens is that you go in and this thing keeps changing all the time. So anyways, you can just see like one time. Of course, I have the little hardest time, but I'm thinking, you know what? I see so many other videos and people are having a little bit of time, a little bit hard time to do stuff. But you can go in and as you can see, hit that. So they say, don't go through that door, so I don't. That's what they've asked me anyways. You can see, I can see kind of above that. Anyways, a little ball there. I don't understand one thing, and again, you can see the fridge in another video. I don't know if it's a fridge or an orange. Anyways, there was a runaway orange that was going on, but the fridge did the same thing, and I don't know where that is. I could look for it, but again, that was what Polyhex did. You can see that. You can see also what's going on here. It's just wanted to kind of show you the skyline. The skyline, you can see the skyscrapers and stuff. You can also look at this. You can see this is the burger place. And the reason I wanted to share with this was that we're going to be going in what you're seeing on your side and seeing the differences, what's going on. You can see, you can go in there. On the other one, there's nothing there at all. The other thing that you're going to notice, and you'll notice it because of how bad I am, but you can see that I do so much better in this testers area. I can actually move around. It's a lot more, what's the word? A lot more, when you're moving, you move really easily. Whereas on your system, or in your program, it's hard. And you can see that I'll be missing, and then I'll have to go back and miss again, and then miss again. And it seems like, oh my goodness, this is so easy. But you can see that this is kind of that. I'm just kind of going over. So the next one, I can kind of show you what we're going on there. Not exactly perfect, but close enough on that. But again, this thing kind of shows you. You can see it's just the lightness that's going on. It's just unbelievable. What I wanted to share with you though is if you go over to Yummy Yard, you can see when you go in this. I almost messed up. You can see that part. You kind of go up. Okay. Now, if you look on yours, this I wanted to share with you. This, you can see how easy it is to move around. You can see around. I'm going up. You'll see when I turn around. You can see all the things that are going up in the skyline, and in yours it's not as much. You can see that. It's very hard to move around in yours. That's one thing that's frustrating. This one is so easy. I also wanted to share with you this. You can see that the waterfall is a completely different way of looking at it. I mean, it's a different color and a different texture and all that. Actually, a nicer texture in my humble opinion. And I wanted to kind of go over, of course, hey, I have to mess up. Anyways, you have to go over, and let me just go on over. The reason I'm showing you this is to show you the differences. You can come in, it goes up, whirls around, kind of neat. And so what happens here is you can see it comes down very, very nicely. Now on yours, what's going to happen, you're going to come in and you're actually just right beside, you're going to be right beside, you can see there's another thing that's not on the other, and the blocks, which I absolutely adore. So what happens is that it's going to be what happens on the blocks. That's something brand new over on this side where you're not having the blocks. But again, the ability to go so much easier is unbelievable in here. Okay. Again, don't follow exactly, but this is kind of what's going on. You can see there's the gotcha machines, kind of neat on that. And then we're just going to go ahead and we're going to the next place, okay? And we're going to Balihoo Bluffs, that's right. Now, the Balihoo Bluffs, to me, is my most favorite. You can see there's a little bird there. In yours, there's not. And also, it's extraordinarily hard to be moving around here. That's the thing that's so, I can't tell you how easier it is to move around in the new game. You will be amazed. You'll be going, huh? This is too easy. And it is actually. This is crazy how much better you can move around on stuff. It's just unreal. I wanted to kind of go over there. You can look at the juice bar. Do you see how it's so much more, I shouldn't say, I want to say electric, but it's just so much more like the neon. It's just so much brighter. You can also, when you hit the characters, and I'll be hitting them in a few minutes, about a few seconds, you can see this actually kind of look the same. But this, look at there's so much color. Okay, of course, paint is irrelevant or something like that. And so you can see this whole thing. I just want to kind of swing around and kind of show you that. So when you see yours, you'll see, oh, okay, that's what the difference of what the testers, and also what the next upgrade is going to be. That's what exactly. This one thing I did notice first thing today, and I thought, oh my goodness, is that the lights do come off and on, even in the old game. I didn't think it was coming in on that, and actually I noticed that, like, oh my goodness, how could I notice that? Again, I try to hit this dangling leaf, okay, in the other one, and I'm like, it's not letting me do it. It's just frustrating as everything. But you can see again that it's a lot easier just to move around. Again, the lighting is so much nicer in this place. Again, for the most part, again, this is this also comes in and you go in. But again, there's just so many things. Again, the other way. When I go on the other one, I hadn't unlocked this other part, so I didn't go this way. But again, this is just something. But again, you'll notice that it's so much easier to move around. I just can't state that enough. It's just one of those things. You can see there's another gotcha machine over there. This is my favorite area. I love using the boat. Excuse me, the carpet. The rainbow carpet to go around. It's unbelievable. Again, this is just really nice what's going on. You can see that the water, you'll see that I've looked over there, that also has all those incredible, but this whole thing is just, Bluehoo Beach is just really, you can see the coloration and the stuff is just so much richer in the game that you'll be going into. This will be released here pretty soon. Again, this you can see on the other one, you're going to see that there's just something blank, that there's nothing there at all. Again, I've been asked not to go back there. There are some new stuff going on down there, but I've been asked to go there. Anyways, we're just jumping back over, and we are now in the game that you're in. And as you can see, I'm just going to go ahead and go around. As I said, it's really hard to go. It's just like that gum. But anyways, you kind of go over there. But again, you can see that there is no skyscrapers. There's nothing here. They've added I just wanted to kind of share with you on that. You can also see that that you kind of go in. But I wanted to show you, there's the Chops Burgers. You can see that it's open, that you can kind of go in, and that there's some really neat things going on. So again, this is you can go in, there's no boxes, which is I love hitting those boxes. And then when you hit this, you can see that you kind of go in there, you're fine, but it's really hard. You can see that there are no birds in this place. There's nothing at all, and then it's just on that. So again, we kind of go over, we went in a different way on the other one, but again, it was over there. But again, this is a kind of the same, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of different things in here, but I've been I'm supposed to, kind of not make attention of it, so I don't. It's just one of those things. Again, it's like I can't tell you, I can't describe the differences. So you can see that the boxes are not here. And then you kind of go over here, and again, this is, you kind of go in, then you miss, and then you go, come on. This is one thing that I'm really excited about that you guys have, is that when the upgrade happens, it's going to be, you see, and it's like it's like there's just not that much power. And anyways, we're going to try it again. I'm just thinking, you know what? This is frustrating as heck. You can see all the stuff is together, you know, that there's always this, all the lands are together. And what's nice is that the lands are not together on that, okay? And again, it's really close, but, you know, I was thinking I want to go back the way we had it on the other one. Okay, now we go. Okay, now we're good. But again, it's really, it's just a little bit harder. That's all I'm trying to say. Now, in the new game, they've just made it where it's so smooth and so nice. Again, you can see everything is about the same. Again, you can see in the back, there are no skyscrapers going on in here. And then the other thing I wanted to kind of share with you again is to kind of go over to the Yummy Yard, or the Yum Yard. We'll get that. We'll get that title right here, I'm sure. The Yummy Yum Yard. But you can see I'm going over there. Of course, you know, I have to miss. That's just, you know, the far for the course. And but you can see, and I'm going to go looking back. We can look at the new one that I've got, that there's so much there. You can see over here, there's no rainbow. There's just so much that's not here at all. Excuse me. And it's really hard to kind of go over there. I also wanted to share with you over here, the waterfall is completely different than the new one. So that's been changed also. So again, as I said, you can see that the skyline is so, I shouldn't say the word dull, but I'm going to just say what it does look. It's like it's dull, whereas the other one has so much in there. I mean, it's gonna be so much fun just to play in there. Plus, there's so many more things that you can get and you know, all that good stuff. You can see that we land here on this, and we don't land all the way down on the floor here, coming down with a really gentle thing, which is kind of you know, it's kind of a little difference on that. So anyways, just going to head there. We're going to a next spot. I'm just trying to get myself set up so I can get going. You can see that the warp is a little different on the other one. We're going to Bluehoo Beach. Now, I wanted to share with you a couple of things in here. You can see that the boxes are completely gone. There's nothing there, you know, even though I try to imagine it. I also, if you can look over there, you can see this opening. You can see that was a cave that you can kind of go in there. And that cave is unbelievable. And then you can see that there's no moyas. I think I'm saying that right. If I don't, I'm sorry. But there's no moyas. You can see that there's just not this texture. There's so much. And again, I'm trying to stay away from a whole lot of stuff. We're going to Balihoo Bluffs. Now you can see there's no bird right there at all. And again, it is so hard to move around in this place when you're in your side. It's just, I can't start to tell you. And then of course I want to show you, this should be the, you know, the machines and the, you know, the gotcha machine. No, nothing there. You know what I mean? So that part is completely changed up. This one's hard to jump up, you know. It's just one of those things. I'm just going to go around. I got nothing there. I got a frog in my throat. What can I say? Again, really hard. This is really moves. It's like you just can't get going. And the other one, you just glide along. It's just really, really nice. But again, we're going up to the where I'm going right now. Is I'm going to the bar. See, you miss it there. And again, there's not. It's not that difficult, but it's the difference. So if you're thinking, goodness, I hope they make it easier, trust me, they will make it a lot easier because I can actually move around in the other ones, and that's kind of the thing that's kind of neat. So anyways, you can see that this isn't as bright, but it's, you know, but you look inside, you can see that there's you can see that when there's so much neon, there's so much going on. If you hit the characters, nothing happens. And again, on the other one they did. You can see over there, same type of thing. It's kind of, again, it's almost like there's just this magic and, you know, just wonderment on there. Same thing over here, but again, it's just one of those incredible things that are, And again, you go through the door differently on the new one. Anyways, it's just one of those things. I did notice one thing though, is that the lights do turn on here. As you can see that. I never noticed that. And I'm embarrassed that I keep telling, look at the lights going on. And like, well, the lights came on now. I just didn't know that. As you can see over there, it's blocked. I haven't opened up that yet. I can, but I just haven't. And then over there, you can see that there's the dangling leaf. I'm either missing it or something. It's just I cannot for the life of me get to it. I tried it again, going, come on, we can do it. And it's for whatever reason, it's just really hard to get in there. Yeah, and I'm looking right at it. I don't know. It's just, and maybe it's already been used up and I just haven't reset it, but that's another story. But you can see that the thing over there, you can see how far much goes it further on the other game and how it goes on this. Anyways, I just wanted to thank you. I just want to thank you so much for being here today and just doing a little review of what's going on, what you have and what the new testers have and the differences and what's going on this. It's just one of the most, I love this game and I just hope that there is, again, I don't have a cough. I don't know what happened. I just was needing a cough. I'm just weird, whatever. But anyways, what's going on there? Kind of went in there and there. You can go through here. You can see that the game up there kind of goes into the other place and into the Yippee City, not Yippee, excuse me, Spawn Hill. But the thing is that